Welcome back. Day 2, month 2, Western Wilds. How's these chickens looking? Health's up. Food's good, and we got some eggs. Gonna be my breakfast this morning. Today what I'm thinking of doing, because we need obviously wheat for the chickens. Thinking about planting some wheat. It does take a long time for it to grow, but do we hold off and not plant anything until March and then collect it in July from oats or something? So unfortunately they're not overlapping like that, so I don't know what to do with that one, but I think we'll just throw some wheat in, see what happens. We can get ourselves a seeder rather cheaply, and we're just going to have to worry about trying to find ourselves a roller. I think there is some cheap rollers, not cheap but small, $1,500, and if we need to we can sell them straight after to get that money back, and clear some trees, etc. So I'd say that's where we're going to go with that, is we'll throw a crop in here and get that started. That also gives us enough time to get enough money to get ourselves a small little harvester. I have downloaded some cheapish mods. There's some cheap little harvesters in here. That thing there, 40,000. So something might pop up in the use section. Usually it does before we need it or after we need it, but that's the joy of the game. That's what we're going to get done. I think we'll drop a couple more trees, and then we'll throw something down, get some crops in the ground for starters. At least that way then we can earn ourselves some money. I remember I put our little stick over there. I think it's on this tree here. There we go. Unhitch that. We'll load up a couple of trees, get some more money in the bank. At least if we can earn enough cash today to buy ourselves a seeder. Because it's gonna, that little roller's not gonna do a lot of jobs very fast, and that field's rather big. I think there is, it looks like on the map there's two fields, but when you come down here, it's not actually showing it's a field, it's just grass. There's no fertilization, like it's just, I think Mother Nature's reclaimed herself. So we will have to fix that. Get ourselves a plough and tear that back up, but I don't think that'll be happening soon. It'd be good if we could afford it, but gotta work out. Do we get some crops in the ground first, or do we buy a cultivator and get that filled up and like prepped as well? I don't know. That's the whole joy of this, is you do what you can while you can. You second guess yourself, but hopefully it all works out and you don't run out of money. We are on the normal setting, we're not on the easy setting, so we're not going to be getting bulk cash for all of this stuff. Can't make it too easy. There is loans available if we need to as well, but until we got a stable income or some crops in the ground, I don't think many banks would want to lend us much money with the equipment that we've got. So I think we'll just keep chugging along with what we're doing. Missed it. There we go. Get that one done, chopped down. Clear this part out. Easier to maybe use, what's that one, 4.2? FS22. We might keep this one because it's a little bit harder to get lost. See if we can lift this one. Wait. A little bit too long. Bit better. Too heavy. Too heavy. That little stick that we had here, we'll try and clear that up. Get that out of the way as well. There's a trailer. Going backwards around in circles, it wasn't doing any favours for us at all. One, two, three logs there, so we'll get these picked up. We might try and get one more down. We'll have to have a look and see how many trees we got because we can't. So I'm a bit cautious about, even though there's a few trees here, it's not, we're going to have to buy more land if we want to do more trees. But we've got to have some other source of income when the trees run out. So we will definitely run out of trees before our crop's ready. That's sort of what's worrying me about relying on a crop. And we could do some grass and some silage, do a little, you know, when we can afford it, buy ourselves a silage clamp or a silage silo. Turns it all into grass, from grass to silage. Make some decent money with that, but at the same time, it's just, I want to try and do a few things to make us some money, so we're not relying just on one thing. Messed ourselves up here, haven't we? Off. Bugger. Will it fall off? No. There you go. That's on. Alright, I'll get another one down and we'll see you shortly. Right, we've got it all stacked up. I'm thinking I'm just gonna try some oats. We'll throw some oats in there after this. This will give us enough cash hopefully to get the seeder, some seed. I think the one we need is about 6 grand. It doesn't take much seed at all. I've got seasons turned off. I normally play with seasons on, so I'm not sure. I just turned it off before to try that out. I've never done it before, so let's see what happens. I'm not sure if it still grows at the same time, same rate, same month, whatever. But, we'll find out tomorrow if we wake up and it's growing. That's a win-win. Maybe you should try a couple of those down at the whoa, no. She's a bit top heavy. Maybe we should try a load or two down at the train station because I think that pays a little bit more. It's nice and close, so it's good. If 4 or 5 grand for this load, I'll be happy. Like I said, the seed is 6 grand, so we probably could have stacked a bit more on there, but in reality I think this tractor and trailer are both at their limits. It's only a car trailer. 4.5. It's not bad. Cannot complain there. Actually, what we'll do is we'll spin around, we'll head back in here. We'll leave the trailer up here for a minute. We'll get ourselves some seed. We'll get the planter, seeder, and some fertilizer. Because I think the one that we're getting does allow fertilization, so there's nothing there that's helpful to us. There's no use worrying about that. That one there, I've had a few little tweaks and issues with that one. Sometimes it doesn't seed. This one I think's the same, so we'll try that. 6 grand down the loo. Get some fertilizer, some seeds. That's a nice easy way of spending $8,000, isn't it? So get these all loaded up. Hopefully it works behind this tractor, being a modded tractor and modded seeder. Sometimes you have little interference issues with keys and stuff. Didn't even hold the whole 1,000 litres. Put that over. Wish it would have held a little bit more. It should be enough to get our field done though. That's all we need. So we've still got enough money to get ourselves a seeder. I mean a roller. And if need be, we can grab ourselves another tree or two, but I might have to change the number plate because it's still putting broke on all of them. I don't need that personal. I mean, we still are broke, so I guess we could leave it there for now. It's sort of fitting. But we've got somewhere to sleep. We've got a couple of trees down. We might clear out this junk too today because it's just needs to go. Oats, let's try that. Oats only takes a few months to go. I don't think you make much money out of it though. That's something I probably should have checked. Wheat's 1,200. Oats, oh okay, you do. You still make a fair amount. I think we'll throw that. We'll do a couple of runs up in here so it's easy for us to turn around. And then yeah, we'll be sowing some oats. Then all we got to do is just get the roller. That down. She doesn't like taking off like it's maybe having a few little wheel spin issues at the moment, but we'll get there. That's all that matters. Get the seed down, get the fertilizer down, and we're good to go for the first batch. Should be enough now so we don't run into them trees and the map limit. Line her up. Let's go. Alright, I'll start laying this out and we'll get back to you very, very shortly. Okie dokie, just ran along the edge here because there's a little bit that we missed. Check the map and make sure we're living in that area. That needs to be rolled. And I put the worker on for a second because I ducked out to grab a drink. Yeah, I didn't have the do not buy seed and fertilizer on, so it took a little bit of our money. We own that now, that can stay there. Actually, you take it up and see if it'll fill up off the rest of the bags that we've got. Clear them out of the way first so they don't get damaged. It looks a bit huge on the back of this tractor, but it pulled it okay. Now we've got to find ourselves, get ourselves a little roller, hopefully it'll work. And then that's, yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. I haven't played with seasons off in FS22. I just thought that would be different to try for the simple fact that it seems on this map it's just so long between them all. Like they're all in the same time frame, etc. So yeah, it wasn't really cool. Is that a hitch on the back there? Can we hitch that trailer on? I doubt it, but you know. Holy crap, you can. Wicked. Okay, enough of the silly fun and games. I think you can link up 2 of these, but they're 1,500 bucks. Like, say 2.5 meters wide, so you can put attaches on it, so you can have 1, 2, 3, or just 2 behind it. So we can expand later on if we want to. Oh, we're getting down on the cash, people. Let's hitch that one up. Unhitch that one. See if we can put the roller on, then the cedar behind it, and then we can take it all down in one hit. I don't think it's going to work, but it may do. Bit of a pain in the bum to see. If I thought about this, we might have been able to put a roller behind the cedar at the same time. That could have been handy. When we get a bit more money, we could try that, lease or buy 2 more. Hook that to the back of the tractor. I don't think the pin hitch is going to work on this one. Nope. It's okay though. We could always try and back it up the trailer and whatever. But I think we just scoot down here. We get started with the rolling, and then we can always come back and get our stuff. Definitely going to try and get another tree or 2 down today. I'm a little bit nervous. We only got $3,000 left. I will also see how much it's going to cost us to remove the sheds and the vehicles. Maybe this one can stay here for now. It looks sort of like it should be there. But I wouldn't mind getting rid of these ones here because we can get some grass down. Well, it actually gave us 5. I thought it was going to charge us. Okay, so we made $2,000 off that. I thought it was going to cost us that much. We'll leave that there just in case we need $700. We are going to need to get a stump remover. Sorry, I had a brain fart there for a minute. How much is it going to cost us to do this? Probably shouldn't be wasting this money on this right now. I was going to grass all that, but that's going to be mighty expensive. Right, at least we're getting there with it. What's the cost for trees? 50 bucks for grass. I could buy rolls of turf cheaper than that. Yeah, it's 50 bucks. Roll of turf only cost me 10 bucks, so I could get 5 rows in along there. Expensive. We've still got the flowers there, so it looks like it was important for some reason. So, unfold the roller. Don't think anything moved. Does it work on for 2 seconds, jump out? It says needs line. Needs rolling. Needs line. I think this time around we'll probably turn lime off. We'll take a hit on it that time. I'm not sure if it's worth the actual money. Go that far with it yet, just for a small little first harvest. I'm not sure if this is going to grow straight away, or do we have to still wait for when it was due, like in the seasons. That's what I'm here to learn today. This is going to take a long time. Alright, I'll get this sorted out, get some more of it done, and we'll bring you back when we get a little bit closer. There's some rocks just there, didn't even notice that before. Oh, too big for the roller. Alright, see you very shortly. Oh well, that took a little bit longer than I was expecting. But that's all done now. So yeah, moving forward, at least now we have a seeder, a roller. Let's turn this beast off. Wrong menu. Where are we? Fold, that's what we want. Suppose we can park this over here as well, because it is our tool shed, I guess you could say. I'm just wondering, once we clear all these trees out, do we, I mean, yes, we have the other field down here too, but do we maybe put like a little field in? There's a fair bit of land. Another little long field in down here. That could be an idea. What we'll do is I might head up, grab the other trailer and the seeder that we left up there. We need to get a pressure washer at some point too, because I don't know if it's legit, but I have been told that if your machinery is dirty, it does wear out a fair bit faster. So we'll have to get that sorted out. Need to get some cash in the bank so we can get ourselves a mower at some point soon, and we're going to have some cash to work out a way to harvest these crops. Unfortunately, I put that in rush and going, yeah, let's do it, but we need like thousands of dollars to get a harvester, so I might have to look in the mod hub and see if there's any smaller, old school, cheaper ones, even tow behind ones. I haven't seen them, but honestly I haven't looked. And I mean, this is why I'm looking at maybe starting a few of these survivals on PC, because I know on the PC there's a whole lot more mods that are smaller, cheaper, older, that would make these survival sort of series a lot more fun. At the moment I'm working with the cheapest and the smaller stuff that we can get. I haven't seen any seeders, like planters of that, like this case, in there any cheaper. Same as this tractor. These tractors are only about $30,000. That's a Fiat Agri mod. So even some of the old school ones that I was looking at, they were like 30, 40, 50,000, but they were nowhere near as usable as this, and they didn't have a front end attachment, so I can stay there for a second. I know there was a stump just here. That's what we might have to have a look at. See if we can get a stump grinder. So we will need that before we do anything else. Oh, wouldn't that be lovely? Do these do stumps? 24,000. There's there 27,000. Far out. That mulcher, that might work on our tractor. It's on the limit of the power. It's way too much power. That will work, but I don't know if it does stumps. This machine breaks stumps into wood chips. That would be perfect if we had a skid steer. Hopefully maybe something like that might show up in our used list or something. I'm very rarely that lucky. I say that all the time. I have a few times managed to pick up a couple of cheap tractors and things like that, but that was after playing the game for like 80 hours. Something finally pops up, so it's that's a bit of a bummer. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe if we clear these few trees out, obviously not all in this episode, and then the ones down the bottom, because there's not, how many would we do? There's probably like 15, 20 there. Probably not that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only about 14 or 15 more trees there, so not a whole lot of money, but it shouldn't take a whole lot of time to get them down and sorted. That log just there, so we'll park this right here and hitch it. Not too bad. I think we spent like $6,000 or $7,000 this episode, so maybe more, 7,500. And we could sell that stuff. We'll lose money on it, but we could sell it if we had to. But I think we'll hang on to it for now and just, that's really only 2 or 3 trail loads of trees to get that back. And it's, yeah, it'll end up paying for itself eventually, because we're just gonna be doing the same thing, putting in some crops and fertilizing them and rolling them. But we will have to get a fertilizer something at some point, because we're only at the stage 1 fertilization. And there was a trailer I was eyeing off too. It's a forestry trailer. It's only about $3,000, but it would let us ramp the trailer, like, probably cut them a bit longer, maybe 6 meters, get a bit more money for them. I think anything, I don't know, I can't remember, anything over 5 meters you seem to get better money, but I haven't really proven that yet, because it's hard to get the same amount of literage of tree every time to test it. I have downloaded a mod, so if need be, we can use the sea containers. I think I've got it downloaded. We'll have a look in a second. We don't have a trailer that can pull that at the moment, but that could be something that we could do as well. The downside to that is you've got to cut the logs at a very specific length, 9 meters, 12 meters, etc. Otherwise, I don't think it accepts them. But it's been super fun in Silver Run Forest, using that sort of auto load trees on console. Like everyone's like, nah, it'll never happen, never happen. Well, it did, and it's cool. I like it. Super handy. This thing dropped in. Didn't go in well, did it? There we go. The trailer's moving by itself. It's a bit creepy. Wow. This isn't even a modded trailer. Got a mind of its own. Every time I get closer to it with a log, it moves away. They're too heavy. I mean, at least we get to lift a few of them. Better than normal. Like I said, I think in Silver Run Forest you can lift up to a ton. 1,000 kilos once you've ridden the roller coaster 15 times. I posted on my other channel. I've been posting over there. We've got about 1,500 subs, but I just thought I might start a second channel, because sometimes you just want to go back and play the maps again and go, I wonder if I've done it this way or that way. I've done it differently. Well, I do, but I'm not sure about everybody else. And I just thought this might be a good way of doing that. Let's have a second channel, and then when I feel the need of repeating a a game or doing something else, farm sim related or well, whatever, I can do that on here. If I want to keep a series going on this channel instead of the other one, because you know there's a new map out, or it's not going to be the same content, like I'm not going to upload to both channels. Just thought maybe it might be something different. I wonder if we could be sneaky and get like 3 trees on one trailer load. I doubt it. It's getting, you know, on in the day. We're going to have time to do it quickly. But it could be fun. See what we can get for 3 trees. If we can stack them neat enough, I don't think it'll be an issue. That's just going to be the issue, is getting them stacked neatly enough. Need our stick. Poker stick. Sitting here wondering why it's so quiet and I'm not wearing my headphones. Just literally sitting here listening to a fan spin around beside my head. Can't wait till we can do some 5 or 6 meter ones. I mean, I won't be able to lift them, but that front end loader won't be able to lift them any at a time, but at least it's going to get done. But this is fun. Like I played Western Wilds a while back on my main channel, but I sort of rushed through it, like went around and found gold bars and done all that, and it just, I don't know. To me, it just seemed like it was too easy because I was making money so fast. You know, when you got $600,000-700,000 in the bank and you got all these productions going and you got all the equipment you need, I sort of lost interest because it was like I rushed. And then it's like after a few episodes, you're just like, meh. I'm doing the same thing, like, you know, over and over and over again. And I've got like, you know, $1 million sitting there. I could buy all the fields in the map, put crops in them, harvest them, resow them, have $6 million. And I just sort of, I don't know, got a little bit repetitive. So I thought this time I'll just take it slowly, do it more like a survival challenge. Start with nothing, basically. Don't get loans, don't go and lease all the big crazy equipment, don't rush it, and just see how it goes. I enjoy it. I don't mind doing logging. I know not a lot of people like watching it. It can be a little bit repetitive, yes, but also can be relaxing. Get anxious or having a bad day, you're stressing. I just come out here, play a little bit of farm sim, do a little bit of logging. That'll be too heavy to pick up, isn't it? Try and throw that on when we finish. Pardon me if it hasn't locked. There we go, didn't lock it in. Yeah, no, that's why I started playing farm sim. And that's why I don't mind taking my time with it, because, you know, everything in the world these days is flat out. People don't like watching long videos half the time. Everyone's rush. And about a year or so ago, I started getting like anxious and things like that. And a little bit before I started playing this, a little bit more, probably longer than a year, maybe 2 years. Started playing this and it was like just relaxing. Stuck with it. Figured that I'd start just recording them and streaming them. See what happens. I'm playing the game anyway, it's not costing me any extra money. And here we are. Right, I'm going to get this other tree down. I'm not going to make you watch me chop another one. And then, yeah, we'll see if we can fit it on that trailer too. Right, this is the last one. Oh, it's been a lot of stacking and strapping at the same time. This is heaps better than the other big bag handle that I used to use, because the other one used to get like stuck on if you were trying to strap down, whereas this one doesn't seem to be as bad. Now I've said that, you watch, it'll be attached when I try and drive away. Nope. Wicked. That is 3 spruce trees. They're all 20 plus meters long each. This tractor's earning its money. It's only 3 hours already. Oh, did we lose any then? I didn't. We saved it. This is massively overloaded. Trees. Wood. Let's see what else we can sell it to see if there's anything different. I think we've gone too far past it. Wood. The train yard we can get a little bit more, so let's do an adventure trip down to the train yard. We should be able to go this way. But yeah, definitely the train yard will make us a little bit more cash. Because we've got 3 trees on there and we need to buy a little bit of equipment, I'll take the risk. I know there is a gold nugget in the river near the train yard on top of a pole. Unfortunately, I've never had any luck getting that one, so we're not going to attempt it. This tractor needs a 5th gear. It should sit on 50, no worries at all. Like I said, yeah, if we go past the gold nugget, we know it's there, we see it there, I'll grab it. And I'm not going to spend time searching for him and driving around looking for them unless we're desperate and we run out of baked beans and noodles to eat. So it's not a bad map. Like, I think what we'll try and do is we'll work our way down. The whole goal is to get bigger, and maybe we buy this and put some production buildings here, like a town centre, set up base camp or the farm inside the old farm, the abandoned farm, whatever you call it. But no rush, we can slowly pick away at that. Yeah, there is one over there on the pole, the 3rd little stump looking out of the water. Never had any luck getting it. But in case you've never played this map before, I'll go over this little shed over there and it shows you the location of where they all are. Once you've collected them, it goes green. I'll just show you that I haven't collected any and do checkups on it every now and then. Let's see how we got. We normally get... Stop, there we go. That's not bad, 6 grand. We're back up over 10 grand, so I'm happy now. Like I said, I don't want to go spending money willy-nilly because we are going to run out of trees. And I think it's about 80 grand to buy the property. And we'd have to sort of buy, like, you know, I was thinking about buying this property here, 36, and then putting production buildings along all the way down the main road if we had to put more productions in. And there's a lot of trees, or not a lot, there used to be a ton more, but they all got removed. Even here, but I wouldn't mind trying to sort of stick in the line we're at. Not a big fan of number 13, so, you know, it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, we could, 16, you couldn't really do, you lose a little bit of your land because of the shop. And then you have to buy that to move it all the way down. So, you know, maybe we can just do a little bit of tic-tac-toe and go and start diverting across, get that one, get that one, get that one, etc. But they're all the same price. 85, 85, 85, 85, etc. So I think some up here are cheaper. 69, 79. Yeah, so that's that. That's us done. A day over and done with. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. If you do, maybe give us a like or a sub or leave us a comment. Check our description. We've got some Discord, socials, and a link to our other channel. Hope you're safe and well. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching once again, and we will see you in the next one.